Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be showing you how you can speed up or speed down a video in Flutter Android app using Media3 transformer. Now I had made this video previously as well, but the problem with that particular video was like we had to do the speeding up of audio and video separately, but there is a new API in Media3 1.9.0 which handles this entire scenario for us. The previous solution was a little bit buggy as well. If you had a long video, the audio and video might go out of sync, but this is a completely perfect solution. So first let me show you guys the output. So here you can see I'm mirroring my device. So this is my Flutter app. I have a pick video button. I'll click on the pick video and I'll just scroll down. So here you can see this is the last video which I will select, which is 15-second long. So I'll just select this video. Now here you see the progress state. So there are two values. I'll talk more about it later on, but for now you can just ignore it. So this is okay. So here you can see it has finished processing. Now I have speed up the video twice. So if you see, now the video length is 7 seconds long. So hopefully you got the point. Now if I want, I can just change the like whatever I want. So suppose I want to make it slow, right? So I can just make it 0.5, so it would be almost double, right? So I can just do a Command R, Shift R, I guess. Yeah, hot restart. I'm just doing hot restart. Let's just wait. Okay, so I'll just again click on pick video. Also, just to let you know, the first video which you see, right, so this is the save video from our previous output. So the video is available to external storage as well. So if you want to use that particular video outside the app, you can do that. So again I'll just select the original video, which is 15 seconds long. So here you can see again it is giving us the progress indicator of how much the video has finished processing. Okay, it is still 7 seconds. Okay, I think this will not work. Hot refresh, hot restart is not working. I'll just rerun the app from start. Okay, anyways, hopefully you will get the point. I'll show you the output in a second. So yeah, just create a Flutter application for now. Then at the time of me recording this video, there is no third-party library which can achieve this, so we'll need to write native code, but I am using some third-party libraries. So first one is this image picker for picking up video, and video player as well as Chibi for playing the final output. The actual transformation of speeding up or speeding down the video is done via native code. So make sure you add these three dependencies. Then let's just go to main.dart. So again my output is ready, so I'll just quickly show you the output. I'll click on pick video over here. I'll just select the original video, which is 15 seconds. Now the output should be almost around 30 seconds because we have slowed down the video. Let's just wait. Even I have not tested this. I have only tested the speeding up of video. So here you can see the video is almost 30 seconds long. So yeah, if you want, yeah, you can just check it for your own video. Hopefully you got the point. Now let's just go to our code. So first you need to add all this imports, so you can just copy paste all this imports. Then this is default code. I have not changed any of this. I have just refactored this my homepage widget, so it is a stateful widget. So here we have a method channel. So with the help of method channel, we will be calling our native code. Then this image picker for picking the video player controller as well as Chibi controller for playing the final output. Then here you get the video URL once the video has been finished processing, and this is the progress because our native code will continuously emit stream of progress. So that's why we require this particular progress as well, and this event channel and stream subscription are for handling the actual progress. Okay, so here inside initiate we immediately initialize our subscription, and here you can see I'm just updating the state as soon as I get the progress. I'll talk more about the progress later on. We were seeing two values, right? And here in case if there is any error, I'm printing it to the console. Then inside dispose we just cancel our subscription, dispose our controller as well as our Chibi controller. Then inside the build method, I have taken a scaffold safe area column, and here is our text button, and on click of the button we just launch our image source.gallery. Okay, so here I'm picking the video. So once user has picked a video, we call this particular method. So same string you need to use it on native Android side as well. So we are passing the path of the selected video, and here we are passing the speed of the video. So you can either increase the speed or decrease the speed. It's completely up to you. Then here we initialize our controller. Okay, so here we get the URL of the final result video, right? So we initialize the controller, we add a listener, we set the looping, we initialize it, we initialize our chibi controller as well, and then we just update the state. Then if you see, this is the text of our button. Then this is for displaying the progress bar which we are seeing. So instead of displaying a text, you should actually display a progress bar, like a linear progress bar with actually which goes from 0 to 100. And then this is the container as well, with aspect ratio to display our video player controller. So here you can see I'm using chibi. Now you need to go to the main Android folder, go to app, go to build.gradle.kts. you need to scroll down, you need to add this dependencies block, and inside that you need to add Media3 effect as well as Media3 transformer. So these two dependencies needs to be added. Then go to src main Kotlin, go to main activity over here. Firstly you need to copy paste all these imports, so feel free to pause the video and just copy paste all these imports which are there. Okay, now at the time of me recording, even though the libraries which we are using are stable, the API is still bit unstable. That's why we have to add this annotation of @unstable API, but I think you can use it in production, so don't worry about it. Here we are extending this transformer.listener, which helps us to override on completed as well as on error callback. So yeah, these are helpful, which we are implementing later in this code. Then here is file name and file path. This is the handler and progress holder for tracking the actual progress state. Here the event channel is progress, here is our attach event. Then this is the method channel result, here is the array list of effect. Then here we have configure Flutter engine method, and here we just firstly initialize our stream subscription related code. Okay, then here is our method channel. So again I'm using the same name which we have defined it on the Flutter side. Then we are looking for the speed up down method. So here first we get the data, which is the video path as well as the speed which you want to set, and here we just pass the speed over here. So this is the new thing, speed provider, which is a new API from Media3 1.9.0. Then here we initialize our transformer, we initialize our input media item, initialize our edited media item, we initialize our create external file, start our transformer, then we just do handler.post, and here we get the actual progress state. So this is the progress state as well as the progress order. So if I quickly show you guys the output, you are seeing two values, right? Where is it? So here you can see two values, 0 and 100, right? So the first value is the progress state, it will be either 0, 1 and 2. So if the video is in processing state, the progress state will be 1 and 2, and once the video finish processing, the progress state becomes 0, and the progress holder dot progress will be from 0 to 100. So it's not necessary, you don't need to pass both of these values, you can just pass one of this value. But the reason I'm passing both of this value is sometimes this progress holder dot progress does not reach till 100 even after finishing processing. So with the help of progress state you can know, okay, the video has finished processing. There is an on completed callback as well later on. With the help of that also you can know whether the video has finished processing or not. Okay, and here I have just added a 500 milliseconds delay. And then here we create external file for saving the file temporarily. Now this is the code for saving the file to external storage. So again I'll simply scroll through this. I have copied it from Stack Overflow, so feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, then here we have this on completed callback. So this is basically how once video has finished processing, we save the file to external storage and we send the URI back to Flutter side over here. And in case of any error, I'm just displaying toast message. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.